Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. OCG Metagame breakdown for half of September, I guess, end of September 2023. So let's take a look. Has been a couple of weeks because I think most of the OCG format from past couple of weeks pretty much has been the same, with almost, as you see here, the top 3 decks being almost the same. But we have one new release for the OCG, and that's the new Fire King structure deck, which I have been looking forward to. Again, to see how much of an impact that has, because of, the small reveals every time, and the last reveal, I believe, was at level 1, and that's an instant stable at 3 for the deck. So let's see how much of an impact is, at least has, or, like that structure deck, how much of an impact does it have for now. But who knows, with their ban list, it should be revealed, I think, tomorrow, or within the next, upcoming days, because that should be legal October 1st, so that's, like next week, for the OCG as well. So, OCG Metagame breakdown again, all the links will be in the video description. This time, so the 9th of September to the 20th, what is it, 52 tournaments, over 260 decks, so that's a lot, Looking at the breakdown, again, I think no, immediate surprises, Rescue Ace being the top deck, all of them sinful spoils, the engine with the spellcaster, the searcher, sandbag, draw 1, search level 1 from the deck. It's an insane booster engine for Rescue Ace and for a couple of other decks as well, followed by Pearly and Tearlament. Still Tearlament, they are still playing Tear. There's a deck list ready, but I think most people already know. But again, it's intriguing to see how Konami OCG is going to handle these 3 decks. I guess open up the path for the other decks, looking at Centurion, Fire King, and etc. So let's dig in. The first deck list that's kind of, discussed here on the Road of the King is, I guess, the current top tier deck in the OCG, which might be in the TCG as well when we get Age of Overlord. What is it, September, October? I believe it's October. And that might be the case, simply because, Sinful spoils that engine is just so crazy. Anything in the particular, as Road of the King mentions, is double Super Poly in the main deck to hit, I guess, those standard boards. One of the boards mentioned here against Tier, and I'm not so sure if it's super common. But, facing off like a board of both Winda and Bakuska, you can just super poly that away. And as you know, Bakuska is not negating Winda's, preventing special summoning effect, at least once, right, from both players. So that's like an insane lock if you think about it. So stuff like super poly definitely helps out for that. So that's it for Rescue Ace. Again, nothing too spectacular. We've seen the builds right by now. Second, we have Pearly. Pearly currently the second deck in the OCG, and again, I don't think any surprises with Desires, Prosperity, the Trap, only one Sleepy, of course, so again, intriguing to see how much of an impact the ban list is going to have on this one, simply because we just got our list, and Pearly is still one of the best decks in the TCG, so who knows. What Konami OCG could hit might reflect something in the TCG as well. They might get the same hit as in the TCG, but not so sure. Only one Sleepy. If Konami makes the same hits, I'm not so sure if the deck still stays there with both of their very powerful spells at 1. But I might be wrong. Of course, Maxi is also strong. So that's it for Pearly. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Look at the side deck. That looks fun. So Tearlament. Tearlament, as Road to the King mentions, Tearlament like Danger build, as we've seen before, before the Pistials were released, etc. Danger tier was basically the variant, to play for Tearlament. But with stuff like Maxi, the deck doesn't really do that good against Maxi. But the thing is that they started apparently to main deck, not Maxi, but Card Destruction. Again, as you know, very similar on Master Duel. Just special summon multiple times, and eventually you have the capability to draw into Card Destruction and potentially recycle it with your Ishizu cards, which might get the X again. Like I have no clue. Like after all these hits, how Konami OCG is going to hit Tearlament another time, right? For the OCG format. They might follow the Master Duel ban list, but who knows. But a couple of Card Destructions into Maxi from your opponent, just, win by deck out. So that's basically it for Tearlament. Again, nothing too surprising. I mean, those N boards, Winda, Bakuska, that's kind of strong, not going to lie. Another upcoming deck, it's getting more representation, at least in top cuts, and that's Centurion. Again, a new deck for us TCG players as well, but one of the hybrids, not the most popular one, but was with Super Heavy Samurai. Nothing out of the ordinary, simply because, you know, you can just go for your super heavy samurai engine first, put up Baron, and put up a rank 4 Exceed play. One of those rank 4s, or a rank 4, could be, what is it, Banshee, Infernal Banshee? A new rank 4 to search, what is it, a Pyro from the deck? You know, like one of the in themed Centurion monsters is a Pyro. That's why you could run Bonfire, the search spell. Plus, you could even go for not their rank 4 Exceed play, but potentially going for a Synchro play. And, you know, for whatever reason, Chaos Ruler is still there. Again, one of those cards that they should, right? They should hit Chaos Ruler, but who knows? But Ruler is there. Might be better over Horus, right? I mean, a lot of speculation, Horus being the better deck with Centurion, because, you know, rank 8, level 8. But the fact that OCG still has Chaos Ruler is kind of disgusting and might just, you know, be flat out better compared to Horus, right? So Horus is kind of under the radar, but we'll see after the ban list. That's going to be important. The last deck, and this is why we're here. So Fire King. Fire King, this is one of the deck lists that's, you know, like featured by Road of the King. Anything out of the ordinary, I was looking forward to like the ratios for the Spell Negator, only one of, plus Baron, I guess, with, you know, all of the new releases, especially the new level 1 Ponix, I believe the name is, Phoenix Ponix, which is again special summonable off of the Sinful Spoils engine. You know how it goes. Again, it's an insane card, insane advantages as well, you know, it searches the spells, eventually searches the field spell, etc, etc. Search their new boss, you know, destroy Barong, so I guess it's fine to only run one Barong in the main deck. Same for, what is it, Circle? Circle is also one of you in this particular build. I mean, Callby, and that's why Bell is there, so that could make sense. The fact that Callby is at 2 in the OCG. And of course, you know, stuff like Mixi. I mean, imagine that we would get, or, you know, we will eventually be getting the Fire King structure deck. Again, how much of an impact that this one is going to have. So I think the balance is going to be super important for this deck. I mean, it has some, like, you know, a very easy main deck out, so I'm not so sure about Fire Kings, but nonetheless, it's a super strong deck. It has some, you know, a lot of unfair cards, and speaking of unfair cards, I guess next level power creep is, and that's also something that Road of the King mentions, is that both Centurion and Fire Kings have the capability to play during your opponent's turn. As you know, Centurion can, you know, Synchro Summon Crimson Dragon and, you know, go for the King Calamity play. Plus, you know, obviously Fire King can play during your opponent's turn, and thanks to the spell, you know, you can go for your quick rank 8 and then blow up the entire field. At least, you know, the big dark hole effect. So again, next level power creep, and that's kind of nice. Next level, and see how, you know, how other decks or other engines, other archetypes, new archetypes are going to develop as well. You know, they might get the same treatment, but we'll see. So a couple of extra deck lists. We see Labyrinth. Labyrinth kind of faded away after a couple of, you know, like weeks, I guess, after their ban list from July, so their current ban list, I guess, with like Unchained, with Unchained, without Unchained. They also got new support, not to forget, but it's not popping off. And also we are getting that new, I forgot the name of the trap card that, you know, when it's in the graveyard, you can copy the effect. Insane trap card. So again, also one of those cards that when we are getting it in the TCG, how much of an impact that is going to have. So Labyrinth, for, you know, if you're interested in that. Lurlisk, Tri-Brigade, and as soon as I saw the decklist, I was like, oh, the Simorgh link is still legal. I forgot that it was legal, or still legal in the OCG. Insane if you think about it. But, you know, no barrier statue, obviously. But, I mean, this is cool. Again, another top deck list. It has been quite a while. Another one, and I feel that I had high hopes for this archetype. I'm looking at Supreme King. It can do some unfair stuff. And, you know, Pendulum's also got a new Beyond the Pendulum, a new Link 3. The one that's here in the extra deck next to Electromite. I'm not so sure. Like, okay, it has some like weaknesses, choke points as well. Maxi, obviously. So again, like when Age of Overlord hits the TCG, I'm again eager. Well, we don't have Electromite. Yeah, that's a biggie. But still, I have high hopes, you know, for Supreme King. I like the engine, especially, you know, obviously for Pendulums. And then the last deck list is, of course, another Tillerman deck list. But any surprises? I don't think so. Very similar dangers with Gokiko. Oh man, Super Poly in the side deck. So yeah, it is what it is. So again, the OCG should be getting their ban lists, I think tomorrow or within the next couple of days. And, you know, looking at the top 3, Konami should probably go after that. You know, maybe make or hit Rescue Ace in some way. Pearly, Tournament, they should... Yeah, nuke the deck another time, but we'll see. Okay, suggestions, opinions, things I forgot, definitely, put them down below. Okay, guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.